On paper, it seems so simple, but audibly, the transition sounds like clouds parting on a gray day. And from the streaming sun emerges our noble heroes, rightfully seeking vengeance in the new key, one I believe often is associated with triumph and victory. D major, that is. The music changes so completely, and it never fails to practically bowl me over. Donna Anna then takes us briefly into D minor, and then to B flat major, and then to C minor, all while employing chromatic sequencing and altered chords. Essentially, her despair and torment is laid out not just in text, but in music. She will bring us, though, to C minor, which Mozart will stay in for quite some time. So now we can listen to this section, if I can figure out how. Here's the transition. Oh, to D major. Notice the long phrases that he has. Really signals his nobility. Immediately into D minor. Sequencing down. And then she cadences in C minor. And Mozart will stay in C minor for a really long time. He'll kind of, there's a neat section where he'll flip sort of between C minor and D major as Elvira is kind of pitted against the group. That's quite brief. The next big cadence is going to be a cadence in G minor, which Leporello will then sing in for quite some time. And this is like Leporello's first time speaking to the group, and he's pleading for them to spare him as they don't have a clear picture of what's really happening. Then comes his dramatic reveal, which will also come with a very dramatic, deceptive cadence. Mozart writes several measures flipping between G and D, tonic and dominant. He suspends one last time on 5, so on the D, and we're all prepared to hear the return to G minor. Unexpectedly, however, as Leporello lowers his hood and shocks the ensemble, Mozart gives us a dominant E-flat 7 chord, a huge key change to rival such a huge reveal. The addition of the 7th in the chord adds to the instability of it, and indeed, we only stay in E-flat for about one measure. As the characters process this insane shock, Elvira particularly, who has been fooled for the last time, we hope, Mozart immediately moves into this churning, turbulent section, complete with chromatic bass lines, diminished chords, and chromatic ascending sequencing. All this so well mimics the characters' minds as they process such a huge shock. And I'm going to play that section now, if I can find it. There's the E-flat 7 to an A-flat. And immediately, diminished chord into minor, and that was kind of a sequence. They're all unified in this shock. And then this huge cadence